The history of Sweden stretches back centuries to a time of fierce Viking warriors and powerful kings. These early Swedes were known for their seafaring skills and adventurous spirit. They sailed far and wide, exploring new lands and establishing trade routes. One of their most significant ventures was eastward into present-day Russia and Ukraine. Here they established trading posts and interacted with the Slavic people. This period saw the gradual unification of various tribes in Scandinavia under a single king. By the 13th century, Sweden had emerged as a unified kingdom, embracing Christianity and establishing its own laws and institutions. This period also saw the rise of powerful noble families who played a significant role in shaping the country's destiny. Birger Jarl, a powerful chieftain, is credited with consolidating Swedish power in the mid-13th century. His descendants would rule Sweden for generations. However, Sweden's rise was not without challenges. The country faced constant threats from its neighbours, particularly Denmark, which coveted control of the Baltic Sea. This rivalry would shape much of Sweden's early history and lead to numerous conflicts. Despite these challenges, Sweden persevered, laying the foundation for its future as a major power in Northern Europe. The country's early history is a testament to the resilience and ambition of its people, qualities that would continue to define Sweden in the centuries to come. The late 14th century brought about a significant shift in the Scandinavian political landscape with the formation of the Kalmar Union. This union, encompassing Denmark, Norway and Sweden under a single monarch, was an attempt to create a unified Scandinavian bloc against the growing power of the Hanseatic League, a powerful merchant guild that controlled trade in the Baltic Sea. Queen Margaret then of Denmark is credited with orchestrating this union. A shrewd and ambitious ruler, she skillfully maneuvered her way to power, eventually uniting the three kingdoms under her adopted heir, Eric of Pomerania. However, the union was plagued by internal strife from the outset. Swedish nobles, fiercely independent and resentful of Danish dominance, frequently challenged the authority of the Danish monarchs. This tension led to several uprisings and periods of open warfare. The Swedish people yearned for their own king and resented the taxes levied by the Danish crown. One of the most prominent figures to emerge from this struggle was Gustav Vasa. A nobleman with a claim to the Swedish throne, Vasa led a successful rebellion against the Danish king, Christian II, in the early 16th century. This rebellion marked the end of the Kalmar Union and the beginning of a new era for Sweden. With the ascension of Gustav Vasa to the throne in 1523, Sweden embarked on a new chapter in its history. Vasa, a cunning and ruthless ruler, consolidated his power, broke away from the Catholic Church and established the Lutheran faith as the state religion. This move brought Sweden in line with the Protestant Reformation sweeping across Europe. Under Vasa and his successors, Sweden transformed into a formidable military power. Exploiting its vast natural resources, particularly timber and iron ore, Sweden built a powerful navy and a well-equipped army. Swedish kings, driven by ambition and a desire for glory, led their armies to victory in a series of wars against Denmark, Poland and Russia. The 17th century marked the zenith of Swedish power with the reign of Gustavus Adolphus. Known as the Lion of the North, Gustavus Adolphus was a brilliant military strategist and a visionary leader. He modernized the Swedish army, introducing innovative tactics and weaponry, and led Sweden to stunning victories in the 30 Years' War, a devastating conflict that engulfed much of Europe. Gustavus Adolphus's reign saw Sweden expand its territory, gaining control of vast swathes of land around the Baltic Sea. For a brief period, Sweden was one of the great powers of Europe, its influence extending far beyond its borders. However, this period of dominance was not to last. The dawn of the 18th century brought new challenges for Sweden. Peter the Great, the ambitious Tsar of Russia, was determined to secure his country's access to the Baltic Sea, putting him at odds with Sweden's dominance in the region. The Great Northern War, which erupted in 1700, proved to be a turning point in Swedish history. Despite early Swedish victories, the tide turned against them. Peter the Great, a shrewd and relentless leader, reformed the Russian army, making it a formidable fighting force. The Battle of Poltava in 1709 marked a decisive defeat for Sweden. The Swedish army was decimated, and King Charles XIV, known for his battlefield bravery but reckless leadership, was forced to flee to the Ottoman Empire. This defeat shattered the myth of Swedish invincibility and signaled the beginning of the empire's decline. By the war's end in 1721, Sweden had lost most of its overseas possessions and its status as a great power. The war had exacted a heavy toll on the country, both in terms of human life and economic resources. It also marked the end of Swedish absolutism. The loss of the Great Northern War had a profound impact on Sweden. The country entered a period of introspection, questioning the absolute power wielded by its monarchs. This led to a series of reforms that transformed Sweden from an absolute monarchy to a constitutional one. The Riksdag, Sweden's parliament, gained more power, curtailing the authority of the king. A new constitution adopted in 1719 established the principle of separation of powers, dividing power between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. This period also saw the rise of Enlightenment ideas in Sweden, emphasizing reason, individual liberty, and the rule of law. The loss of its empire, while initially a blow, allowed Sweden to focus on its internal development. The country embarked on a period of economic and social reform, promoting agriculture, trade, and education. This period also saw the emergence of a vibrant cultural scene with figures like Carl Linnaeus, the father of modern taxonomy, and Emanuel Swedenborg, the scientist and mystic, gaining international recognition. The 19th century witnessed transformative changes in Sweden, driven by the Industrial Revolution. The country, rich in natural resources and possessing a skilled workforce, embraced industrialization, witnessing the growth of factories, mills, and urban centers. New industries such as textiles, mining, and engineering flourished, creating new jobs and opportunities. This period also saw significant social change. The rise of industrial capitalism led to the emergence of a new working class, concentrated in urban areas. This in turn led to the growth of labor unions, advocating for workers' rights and better working conditions. The Swedish government, under pressure from these movements, implemented various social reforms, including child labor laws and factory safety regulations. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw a wave of emigration from Sweden, primarily to North America, driven by factors such as poverty, land scarcity, and religious persecution. Millions of Swedes left their homeland seeking new opportunities and a better life. This emigration, while a loss for Sweden, also created strong cultural and economic ties with countries like the United States and Canada. The 20th century marked a new era for Sweden, as the country emerged as a pioneer in social welfare and a strong advocate for peace and international cooperation. Following World War II, Sweden adopted a policy of neutrality, refusing to take sides in the Cold War that divided the world. Instead, Sweden focused on building a comprehensive welfare state, providing its citizens with universal healthcare, education, and social security. This model, often referred to as the Swedish model, became a model for many other countries seeking to create a more just and equitable society. Sweden also played an active role in international affairs, mediating conflicts, providing humanitarian aid, and promoting human rights. Swedish diplomats such as Dag Hammarskjöld, the second Secretary General of the United Nations, played a pivotal role in shaping the post-war world order. Today, Sweden stands as a highly developed and prosperous nation, recognized for its high standard of living, technological innovation, and commitment to sustainability. The country boasts a highly competitive economy, driven by industries such as telecommunications, automotive manufacturing, and life sciences. Sweden is home to global companies like IKEA, Volvo, and Spotify, known for their design, quality, and innovation. The country has also been at the forefront of the digital revolution, with a highly digitized economy and a strong emphasis on research and development. Sustainability is a cornerstone of Swedish policy, with ambitious goals for reducing carbon emissions, promoting renewable energy, and protecting the environment. Sweden's commitment to sustainability has made it a global leader in areas such as recycling, green technology and sustainable urban planning. From its humble beginnings as a Viking kingdom to its present status as a modern, innovative nation, Sweden's journey has been marked by resilience, adaptation, and a commitment to progress. The country's history offers valuable lessons in navigating change, embracing innovation, and building a just and equitable society. Sweden's legacy extends beyond its borders. Its model of social welfare, its commitment to peace and international cooperation, and its leadership in sustainability continue to inspire and influence the world. As Sweden looks to the future, it remains committed to its core values of openness, equality, and innovation, ensuring that its legacy of peace and progress continues to benefit generations to come.